One of the few ceremonies we have that show the flow of American history and the importance of democracy is the unveiling of a portrait of a former president and first lady in the East Room.
I think it's fair to say that every president is acutely aware that we are just temporary residents. We're renters here. We're charged with the upkeep until our lease runs out. But we also leave a piece of ourselves in this place.
There's a custom for the official portraits of our presidents and first ladies. 2 sets are done. One set is done by and for the National Portrait Gallery, and the other set is done, funded by the White House Historical Association, for the People's House, the White House.
These paintings at their best are when a president basically says, we want paintings that are of the time that we served in the White House.
I think it's interesting that the Obamas had a keen sense of the type of artist that they wanted, and that process was done pretty quickly.
I'm Robert McCurdy. I painted the official White House painting of Barack Obama.
My name is Sharon Sprung. I was honored to paint Michelle Obama.
When I first started doing these paintings, I come from a minimalist background, but I could never settle on what the actual subject was. The subject, ultimately, for me, was this idea of the gaze. 2 people looking directly at each other with nothing else there to load the narrative.
What was most remarkable was they wanted a modern sense. I mean, I'm traditional in the sense of how I paint an eye or a face, and I know the skills, but I don't want it to look like it was done in 1913 or whatever. I want it to look this time and place.
The Obamas at their best have always wanted to connect with people and say, this is who we are.
The eyes of these portraits, looking directly at the person looking at them, I think that is a very personal engagement.
The painting's not telling the story of Barack Obama. It's telling the story of the relationship of the viewer with this particular person. And that's a two-way street.
I don't know how my paintings are going to turn out. You just follow your feeling the whole time, and I have enough confidence at this point in myself as a painter to do that.
I start big brushes, big movements, and then I start to sort of refine that down.
Every little moment in a painting changes something. Like I did the dress and I did a light on the dress, the whole thing changed. I didn't work on anything else but her for, I'd say 8-9 months total.
I know what I have to do. I know how to get there. It's just running the marathon for about 18 months.
When I walk in the studio in the morning and the painting starts breathing and living and talking to me, then I know it's done.
About 2 months before I'm finished, I'll think I'm finished, and I'll just keep looking at it, and there'll be something that jumps out and demands my attention, and I'll just keep doing that until it doesn't anymore. Sometimes the most important things happen in those moments.
I wanted people to pass by the painting and recognize her, see, or be more curious even about her, or to read more about her, but to get her.
The way the painting is constructed is entirely about the viewer. The goal is to get, have it out there for people to engage. Couldn't be happier to have been able to do that.
These portraits of presidents and first ladies going all the way back to our first president, you see a continuum of life and legacy and leadership that remind us that the White House doesn't belong to whoever's living there now. It has belonged and has been inhabited by all of these presidents that have gone before, and many, many more will follow.